Good evening, Nick the Forester here. Decided to hop in the shop for a little while tonight. Been a really busy couple weeks. I know I put out some content, but this week I ain't put out much of nothing. Had family in over last weekend and didn't get to go out to the shop. And then water pump decided to go out on the truck. Guess it was yesterday, and decided to do that last night. And tonight's first chance I gotten to get out in the shop and do a couple things. This video I won't be working on the 510 on its reassembly due to one fact and one fact only. I have the decompression valve, or DSB as they called it, but this saw, when it came to me, the top was broken off. It's supposed to have a circular piece on the top of it that the here, I'll show you, that the tank, when you push down on the starter button, push down on the release, it moves, this little arm right here moves up and it pulls that circular piece up, and that's how it relieves the compression. Well, since this one's broke, the top broke off this one, it has nothing to lift up on to relieve compression, but it also has nothing to push down on to keep compression. And I had thought I had ordered a correct replacement for one of these, but it was not. It was the, I guess McCulloch did two versions of these, and heck, I think I got it still here. I'll show you. McCulloch did two versions of these. This is what the top's supposed to look like. You see mine? You see the difference in the bore size, and then you'll see the difference on the ends. So, I'm going to see if I can find one of these, and if I can't, I'm gonna end up probably welding a washer on the top of this. If I can aluminum weld or TIG weld, but I got a wire. I can MIG weld and stick weld. Try to weld one on top of this if I can't find a replacement for this. Like I said, this one will not work. The board's too small, and it doesn't. The sealing surface is too small. I don't know how well y'all be able to see that. So that's where I'm at on the 510 for now. Or I could always drill and tap that hole closed. I'd rather not, but if I can't find it and my solutions don't work, then that's what I will do. So, topic of today's video, this is the 700 1010 Frankensaw. I don't know if I had alluded to this in previous videos, but when I put this all together, it did not have the 700 intake spacer. So I used the one off a 1010. Well, I can show you a fairly good example here. And you see how much of a gap there is in there, front and rear. It's because the spacer's too big, and that's why the handle's so close to the tank. This is, I found and ordered a 700 intake block, which is this right here. So today we're gonna blow this Frankensaw apart and swap the 1010 spacer for this 700 spacer. And that should take care of my issues. I hate blowing it apart because I just got it together, but I'd rather it be right. It was proof of concepts down, and now I'm just going to actually do it upright this time. Oh, may not have my correct wrench up here. We'll see. That'll work. think my girlfriend's letting the dogs out right now. May pause video, see if she needs any help. We got 4 of them, so they can be a little bit of a handful. So, let me pause it real quick and I'll be right back with y'all. And we're back. Sorry about that, y'all. Just wanted to help girlfriend get the dogs back inside. So let's continue pulling this guy apart. I don't know if I mentioned this in that one video, but this saw is actually fully stopped. I say fully stopped. Besides having the 700 engine, it's fully stopped. I never went off inside of it. It was my first 70cc Mac I got. But, well, I say, take that back. First non-510 70cc Mac I had gotten. And, I really wanted to compare it because I got this and the 710 cylinder about the same time. I really wanted to compare because I've always heard, and I've ran a handful of 710s, but never side by side with a 700. So I really wanted to see what the difference would be stock to stock between a 700 and a 710. Sorry about that, y'all. I like doing comparisons. I mean, I've already seen the porting that was done in this one. This one, oddly enough, both engines came off of eBay. 710 said it was scored. This one said it was low compression, and it wasn't nothing but the decompression valve was stuck open. That's all it were. I mean, y'all seen the compression this one's got. It's got godly compression. Stand this up so if I can get it the rest of the way out. I think that's got it. There we go. Handles off. Where you at? Make sure I don't lose any of my bolts and stuff, keep separated. Alright. On to the meat and potatoes of it. This is the saw that had I swapped the Tillotson on. You can see it's still rocking and rolling in there. Go ahead. I think this tank actually had some gas left in it. A little bit. See what I did with my needle nose. Go ahead, pull the fuel line off. Set it up there out of the way. Pull the choke off. Now I got to find my socket. That ain't it. That's doing that. I really gotta clean this place up soon. It's gotten out of hand. I love bringing y'all content, and it's my fault at the end of the day for it being so daggone dirty. But I love bringing y'all content and try to bring as much as I can of it. And at the expense of that is me keeping my shop clean. Or cleaner, per se. I'll stop every now and then, and if I can get out on a Saturday or Sunday, I'll stop and just do some cleaning. Forgot about this guy back here. Hoping I ain't gotta make any more gaskets for this one. I think I used grease on it last time, so it should pull apart pretty easy. I forget why they made this bolt so daggone long. There we go. Alright, back to this. I'll have to bend that back down, pull that one off. Oh, heck. Shouldn't have done that yet. Forgot I gotta pull. And put that fuel line back on real quick. Yeah, I gotta pull that front, what's it called, bolt out. Don't wanna have fuel dumping everywhere. So we'll stump that guy right there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go dump this out real quick. That ain't much of nothing. Got most of it now. Realize I let that bolt loose. That's alright. Do I have any burl in here? Don't feel none. She's pretty well bone dry in there. Yep, bone dry from the rebuild. I thought I'd put some in there. I guess I didn't. Or actually, I ain't even put a bar on it yet. So I guess that's a good thing. I think that's the guy right there. Nope. Really gotta organize this place. I want to seem a little more professional. I promise you I am. There it is right there. Do it this way. Really need to get a set of ball end. That way you can get to this one a little bit easier. This one was an Allen key. On this saw, I've had some where they were screws. Go. Set that guy off to the side for now. Go ahead, pull. That one was out. We gotta pull this one. So I actually do have a chip guard for this. May put it back on. I watch these guys. These will cut you real bad if you got bad fingers like mine. They get sharp. around the head of it. Alright, back to pulling this cylinder off. Or not cylinder, oh my gosh. Carburetor. Ugh. Been a while. Also been a long day. Alright, believe we are off. Nope, that one's just got thread holding it on. There we go. Go ahead and pull that back off. And this will give you a good idea of what I did for. I'll show an up close video of getting this. So, that's see the hole I had to drill to get the linkage to work on the throttle, and then for the choke, you see I pulled it off, rotated it downwards, and it works like it should now. Pull back, it shuts, push forward, opens. I mean, you see my coat hanger at the angle I had to put it at, but works like a charm. Alright, get down to the nitty gritty of it. I'll have to beat that guy down so I can get that off, and then we'll pull tank. There we go. That'll get it. She's loose. Oh yeah, carb gaskets. Nice and pliable, it came right off. That's why I use grease on them. Help seal it. Alright, that guy's loose. It's pretty well up. Get to these guys, I got a small extension I just threw over here. Once again, ain't gonna be able to find it because I done got so much stuff over here. There we go. Piston is down, or piston's up, sorry, so the intake's closed. There we go. Try to pull them fairly even. Pull it off and do it by hand now. Come on, fuel line, get out of my way. It's like I've shown, I do the same fuel line mod to all my colors. It's just the 3-bar fitting. Works like a charm. Those are loose. Does that go off? Yeah, she should. Slide it on out. Oh heck. Forgot about my kill wire. I have to pull this. I'll have to pull the starter cover, rewind, recoil, whatever you want to call it, all the way off. So I do not want to feed that back up to the handle. That's not a fun thing to do. very small. This front one, sorry. Very small Phillips. This thing, like I said, this thing ain't nothing but a bucket of parts, honestly. But it's fun. Load of fun. It's been a load of fun experimenting with it so far. There we go. Put that over here with my other bolts. Now, should come off. There we go. This gasket's so good. So loosey-goosey right there. I have to make one of them gaskets. Depending on if I can get this off without it ripping off. Where did I put my razor blade? And she ripped. That's a shame. I have to make one of them. But that's a shame that one was on there good. Put that down in the trash pile. I actually did not, that intake spacer stayed with the tank. So that's why it did not come off well, because I didn't pull it off. I didn't grease it, but I did grease the one down here. Set that guy, I'll set you over here for a second. So, so here's a great example of the differences. See the height? See the difference? That should allow us to it should allow this to actually fit much better. Much better. Oh yeah. That'll fit like a charm. Let me make up a gasket real quick and I'll get right back with y'all. I'll pause it real quick. Alright, got our gasket made up. I'm gonna re-grease these gaskets. It don't take a lot. You don't want a lot. Just want to do a coating on it. Just help seal it all up. Here we go. Wrong way. Should have it. I might be wrong. Trying to get these devils lined up. Nope, that's definitely the other way. There we we go. That one's stuck down there. Grab our other one. Go ahead, grease 0 on up. So you don't want to hold a whole lot because you don't want to get any impulse. You don't want it necessarily get down in your motor. It ain't gonna hurt none by any means. But you still don't want it to happen. Get this guy all lined back up. There we go. Let's stick this guy on in here. Leave it go like that. That'll work. Grab our tank. This is the fun part, just getting her all lined up. It ain't too awful bad, but it ain't fun neither. Typically try to pull this down, get it started off in here. Go. There we go. I'll go ahead and drop these guys on down. Gasket done slipped just a touch. And now play nice with me. Oh, that's what happened. Go ahead and get this one started. Come on now, play nice. There we go. These can be a little bit of a booger sometimes. Most times it ain't too bad, but sometimes you'll get something that won't just be a booger. Think we're in. In like sin. Reason she does not want to sit down level. I know what it is. Just that guy right there. Get these started. That's one thing with trying to do these Frankensaws is it ain't gonna fit perfect unless you really work at it. There we There we go. I don't know why it didn't want to do that earlier for me. I'll go ahead and throw this guy up here in the front tank. Just because it can be a little bit of a booger sometimes. Get ahead of the oil pump. Once you get past the oil pump, it's alright. And I may do this and it may have an air leak. Who knows? You'll never know with these Macs. They can be some finicky old saws now. Okay, that one's started. Go ahead, get this one in the back started. Probably getting this one started is the worst of them. She's in there. She started. Alright. Go ahead and tighten up these guys. Try to bring them down evenly. Or fairly evenly. Tight. So we got a little bit to go. Okay. It's tight. It's tight. Give it a quarter. They're both tight as can be now. Looks like our gasket's lined up fairly well. Go ahead and tighten this one up at the front. Yeah, oh yeah, we fitting good now. Really need to get me a ball in for this guy. I just ain't got one right now. Typically I can get it pretty good with this. Just a half turn at a time. Much better, much better. There we go, got that one lined up. This saw, that base plate's never wanted to line up well for me. Go. That one's tight. All tight. Take my screwdriver, my hammer. Go ahead and bend these tabs back. These locking tabs. Try to keep them coming loose. Come on now. stay tight. This one's kind of a bugger to get at. Should have probably pre-started that one. I'll leave that one be. If it loosens up, I'll come back and tighten it again. That ain't no real big issue. Alright. We will go ahead and reconnect our kill switch. Where do we want to go from here? Go ahead and go to the oil tank real quick. Don't want to keep y'all too long. Go ahead here to our oil tank, put that guy back on. Screw. Go ahead and put our brace back on. Actually, it might feel a little better now. See, I ain't sure why they put such a long old bolt in here. Grime off in the carb box, but that's to be expected. Fuel line's on, nice and good. Go ahead and heck, I guess now we'll throw the carb back on. Get to wrapping this one up. Throw a little grease on this just to be careful. Just to help it seal up some. Don't want much. Make sure you don't get it in impulse, because then you will be fighting world trouble. Then your impulse will clog up in your carb with grease. Then you're going to be wondering, what in the heck just happened? And it's all going to be due to grease. There we go. Take a throttle. Take a carb. Put it back on. There we go. So we throw our chuck back down in there. I ain't never figured out why somebody put this on here, but heck, I've always left it. I typically do that with my saws, and heck, some trucks. I had a truck one time that had a brush guard on the front, old Chevrolet K10, and guy said, don't ever don't ever take that off. Don't ever take that rope off. I said, why is that? He said, that rope's, stuff wasn't in that big around. He said, I've used that rope to pull out that truck more times than any chain. I've broken more chains trying to pull out that truck than I ever have rope. And I left it. Sure enough, I used it. Used the fire out of it for a long time. Go ahead and full throttle. Go ahead and hook my choke back up. Again, full choke. Go. Put gas cap back on. Go ahead, throw our air filter back on. That's pretty clean. Save this, throw it in this little bag here, just for safekeeping. I'll say that. Bag's open on both sides. We'll throw it in this guy, safekeeping. Well, you could probably use it somewhere down the road on some other saw. Go ahead. Go. Here we go. Now we're doing something. Can't remember. I think these. Oh shoot. One of these was a little bit longer if I remember right. Nope, that's the same. There we go. This one didn't have all the bolts off in it. One day I'll get them all for it. I do home. I said this one ain't never liked to play nice. This cover probably just bent out of shape, to be honest with you. Go ahead and get this guy started first. Oh, let's see if we can get this guy locked down. There we go. Guys, lock down tight. Go ahead, grab that oddball. That's for this guy. Sorry, I had to sit and think for a second. I said, where'd that little guy go to? Goes back here in the back. Back here, get this oddball guy up here. Maybe one day I'll be nice as so and actually get it either the right bolts or bolts that at least are all match, somewhat match. But for now, she works well. Alright, let's throw the handle back on and call this one good. That gas done slid down in there. That nut done slid down in there and now it's stuck. There we go. And now I don't have a good way to put these on besides doing like this. Right, the best I got for you. Stand it up on in. Better get it started this way. Be a little bit of a bugger sometimes. Especially if that. Oh, she got started. Okay, let's get the other one. Come on now. Oh, and using such a big screwdriver, this would go a whole lot easier, I believe. Work what you got at the bench at the time. I could go grab another one out of this truck, but I'm just trying to make this a quick and easy project. That one needs a washer, but it'll be alright for now. That's fine. Got that hole right there. And now we got more room on our top handle. See? How you're supposed to be. Hot washer. And we line up like we're supposed to. But that don't mean like it's gonna run like it's supposed to. We'll just have to see. I might take it, throw it in the back of the truck and try to run it tomorrow. I'll tell you, that's good. We got oil pump. I believe. Sure that guy actually got down in there. Alright. That'll be a pain in the butt. I believe it is. See it down in there. Looks like that's gaskets are in there. Alright. That'll wrap it up, folks. That's the differences between a 1010 intake spacer and a 700, 710. I don't know if the 80cc's use intake boots, but that'd be the difference. The only oddball one I found is the 510, which uses a centered, like a 770cc, uses a centered one that is thick. It's the only one I found out of the 70cc class that use that I've run across. I ain't gonna say that other folks and other saws I haven't run across some punky stuff, because McCulloch did some punky stuff over the years. But hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all have a great rest of your week, and I hope great weekend up ahead. And if there's anything y'all would like to see, please leave it down in the comments. Anything I did or could do better, please let me know. Thanks, guys.